Hello everybody, my name is Andreas Rudiger and this is the Safari Channel. So normally I fly airline jets for a living, but in my spare time I love to go to the African wilds and experience an African safari. So this channel is here for you to experience some of what I have seen in the African bush. Join us on the Safari Channel and I'll show you some of the nice things that you can experience in Africa. So hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. See you soon. Hello everybody. Over the years I've had a lot of people asking me about going on safari. They don't know where to go, they don't know where's the best area, and also when you do go on safari, what can you really expect? So when you arrive, what's the normal program? Do you go out? Do you go walking? Do you just stay in your room? What's included, etc., etc. So I've decided I'll make this video and then you get to see what's the 24-hour routine on a safari. So as you can see, there are various options of how to get to your safari destination. Now this covers the safari destination in the northeastern part of South Africa, bordering the Kruger National Park in what's called the Greater Kruger area. And so you would fly into Johannesburg from wherever you're coming from and then connect either via another schedule or, as in this case, a private charter or a self-drive. The advantage of the self-drive being that you can stop on the way for a couple of days before or after your safari and take in the sights of the panorama route, which includes the Blood River Canyon, etc., etc. Once you arrive at your lodge, normal check-in formalities, which is normally followed by an alfresco lunch, salads, maybe one cooked meal, a bit of dessert, but nothing too heavy. And then it's off to your room where you can freshen up and relax and take it easy before heading out on your first safari. Now you'll meet up around about 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon, dependent on the season. You'll have some cake and coffee and tea and rusks, etc. And then you'll head out on your afternoon game drive. And you'll be looking for anything and everything. They also track the animals, and if they do find something off-road, then they'll take you with the vehicle into the bush and you'll get a really close-up encounter for the bigger game, things like lions, leopards, wild dogs, etc., etc. Around about sunset, you'll have a sundowner stop, and you'll drink your drink of choice, enjoy the sundowner before heading out on a night safari back to camp where you could see some of the nocturnal animals. You never know what you're going to see. It could be something like a lion or a leopard, but it could also be something like a genet or a civet, and it normally takes about 30 to 45 minutes approximately of night drive with a spotlight before you end up back at camp. And back at camp in wintertime, nice fire going. In summertime, probably not, but you have two choices. You can either go straight to your room and freshen up, or hang around and wait for dinner. Now, dinner is generally a 3-course affair. Sometimes it's served, all 3 courses. Sometimes it's just the starter and the dessert that is served to you, and the main course is buffet style. And sometimes it's a barbecue, which was then all be on the buffet. And generally all these meals are served in the boma, which is a reed enclosure under the stars, no roof on top, and a fire in the middle. That's really, really nice. And so you sit out there, you have your dinner around the fire, And if you want, you can hang around the fire afterwards, have a nightcap before heading back to your room for a good night's rest. I do recommend you don't go to bed too late, because the morning wake-up call is around about 5 in the morning, 5:30 in winter maybe, and then you get going. So half an hour after your wake-up call is generally the time you leave. So in that half an hour, you've just got enough time to freshen up and meet up in the main area, where they'll have coffee, tea, and rusk and biscuits waiting for you. And then once you've completed that, you'll go out on your morning drive. Same thing again, you'll be out looking for whatever you can find. They will do their utmost to track those animals. If they see something off in the bush, they'll go out, they'll take you with the vehicle into the bush. You'll get a really close-up photographic opportunities and a really personal experience. It's amazing. And around about 8 o'clock in the morning, you get to stop for a coffee stop. It also depends on whether you're seeing something at the time or not. If there's a lull in the viewing, that's when you'll stop. If you're not, then you might forfeit that coffee stop, because the viewing always takes preference. So at the coffee stop, they'll have some rusks and biscuits and snacks and muesli bars and coffee, tea, etc., etc. Some places, most places, offer even an amarula coffee. So you put a dash of amarula in, which is a South African version of a Bailey's, slightly fruitier version, and it's very nice. After you've had your coffee stop, you'll then get back on the vehicle, and then you'll complete your drive, which is normally at that point another half an hour, possibly 45 minutes, back to camp. Or maybe in some cases they'll take you to a designated bush breakfast site where you'll have your bush breakfast. And breakfast is always a full-on affair. So you have bacon, eggs, sausage, you'll have cereals, you have cheese and cold cuts and porridge and all the trimmings. So you will not go hungry. There's more than ample food on these safaris given to you all the time. Very nice, especially those bush breakfasts are phenomenal. But even if you're back at lodge and you've got breakfast overlooking some or other riverbed, or just looking into the bush, it's an amazing experience. You hear the sounds of the birds and just the general sounds of the bush. Then after breakfast, you can either just relax in your tent or your room or at the pool, whatever suits you. And in most lodges, they also offer the opportunity to go for a walk. It's normally 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And the walk is recommended at least once during your stay. It's not for big animals. The walks are generally for the smaller things. Learning about tracks, maybe some dung, medicinal uses of plants and trees, maybe trying to find a baboon spider hole, things like this. Very interesting, and it isn't for everybody. But until you know, I would recommend at least to go once, because it is really, really an amazing experience to be out there in the wilds on foot. And that's pretty much the 24-hour rundown of what happens on safari. I hope you enjoy, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you need any more information, please message me directly. And I could assist you also with bookings that you might want to make, if you have anything specific in mind. So feel free to comment and be in touch, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.